What is up, you guys? It's Pandabeties here coming at you with another video. Yay, update videos, because that's all I do on my channel now. Anyways, it's like 37 degrees and I can't be screwed editing much right now. So, anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys about some things because I've been doing a lot. Like a lot. So, we'll just get right into it, alright? So, lately I've just been not really using my computer. Well, I say using, but I have been. So recently, I got my computer set up. Awesome. I've had it set up for a couple weeks now, and I've recorded some Dark Souls. I fixed a Dark Souls problem, so now I don't have any audio issues with Dark Souls, which is sweet. So I'll get on to editing that sometime soon. Hopefully once it cools down a bit. And honestly, right now, I've just been focusing on using my computer to actually mine cryptocurrency, which is awesome, by the way. I recommend that people start looking into it as another form of income for themselves. It is quite interesting for me personally. It's quite interesting, and it's something that people should at least look into. I'm not saying you should try, but just look into it and see if it does interest you. There's plenty of resources on YouTube, so I won't go into it like that, but it's awesome, man. I love it. It's so good. But regardless, you know, some new things have happened. I wanted to make this video to talk about the new things that are coming out regarding cryptocurrency. I'm gonna talk some more about crypto on my channel now. Personally, because it's something that I'm into now. It's part of my life now. It's something that I've invested into. And it is something I want to continue investing into for the rest of the time, possibly, you know. Ultimately, I want to have enough to make a fair bit of money from it, you know, put some investment into it, get the money back from it, make some profits, all that sort of stuff. I won't go too much into it because I don't want to really ramble on in this video, but, you know, I'm looking into things, right? It's awesome. But considering it's 37 degrees in Australia right now, which is bullshit, Dark Souls is coming soon. Like I mentioned, I've recorded some. I just need to get off my ass and actually edit it. And I'll be doing some more Dark Souls from here on. I did like playing it. It was quite fun. You'll see what I did soon. But yeah, regarding the cryptocurrency thing, Nvidia is actually releasing a new graphics card, the RTX 3060 12GB, which is meant to be really good and really cheap. Obviously, the problem with this is that the biggest problem with any person trying to get graphics cards is that they're going to be limited due to low stock. Stop! I probably have to bleep that out because YouTube. But due to the circumstances of last year and this year, obviously they've had low supply, they've had to cut back on production, all that sort of stuff. Also, scalpers are a much more prominent thing nowadays as well. So what will happen, to explain if you don't know what scalpers are,
a few moments later.
What I was about to say in the video was actually wrong. So here's the correct answer and correct explanation on what scalpers actually do. So they buy as many graphics cards as they can and then resell them for 2, 3, even 5 times the original value of what they were. So you could buy a $500 graphics card, except they would grab them and then they would sell them on eBay for, you know, like, you know, 2,500 or some shit like that. They are the worst, and it works. That's the problem. It works because people get so desperate to buy a graphics card that they have to buy them from it. That's why they work. So I hope that explains it for you. I just wanted to be nice and quick and to make sure I was telling you guys the right thing.
A few moments later.
So obviously, gamers and miners alike don't like scalpers. Please go away. And you know, so obviously there's that going on, but Nvidia is trying to fix that, I think. So obviously they're releasing the 3060. It's not the 3060 Ti. It's just a plain 3060 with 12 gigabytes on it. It's really good for what it does. For a miner's perspective, it's really good. For a gamer's perspective, I'd say it's pretty good as well. But on saying that, Nvidia is releasing, let me just open it up here real quick. Nvidia is releasing a new type of card that is interesting, to say the least. So this is what they're doing. They're making a dedicated graphics card for professional mining. If we look into it, for those of you who are into crypto mining, you'll understand this a lot more. I'm trying to explain this to my audience who probably don't know what crypto mining is right now, or just don't know at all. So the specifications are these four. To basically break it down, this is the how much they'll be mining per second. This is the power. So you have 26 mega hash, 36 mega hash, 45 mega hash, and 86 mega hash. Now these determine how much you'll be mining per second. These also determine the rate of which you'll be mining. The power, obviously, the higher the hash rate, the more power you're going to consume. So you have to keep that in mind. The connectors, obviously, you know, they're going to be big, and they're going to be sweet. The memory size, memory does play a part into this. I'm unsure on how much, but I would say it contributes a fair bit into it. But obviously, you know, 30x is like your budget. If you want to mine something on a budget that's not going to cost you like $2,000 or something, and whereas 90x would be still pretty budget, but like you're going to spend the money to get a pretty decent amount out of it. There's no prices on this. To understand these Q1, it's quarter one, so which means that they'll be coming in the first quarter of the year, and this will be the second quarter of the year. Now, whether they're coming out this year or next year, we don't know. I would assume, you know, from what I've seen, they would come out maybe next year, maybe this year, if we're lucky. But these cards are awesome. I think that for the cheapest one to do 26 mega hash is dope. Absolutely awesome. So if I wanted to build a mining rig, or when I decide to build my mining rig, I would probably get these to start off with. And then I can get a few of them and work up towards getting more. And then eventually, over time, if they don't release any for a little while, I can probably invest getting a 90 HX. I think this is awesome. This would essentially solve a lot of problems, I believe. Because this would solve... I don't think it would solve scalping. There's going to be something that has to be done about that I have no clue on how to fix or solve. But I think this would solve the problem that both gamers and miners will be left behind through the amount of stock that's being brought out, which isn't much for, as I mentioned previously, for the past year and the year we're in at the moment. So because of that, I think this is a great way to solve that problem, because it essentially gives miners a reason to buy these. Gamers will not need to buy these whatsoever, and they can buy the graphics cards, like the actual graphics cards that Nvidia will be releasing. This way, there's a clear difference between both of them, and there will be more stock for everyone, essentially. I think this is great. You know, this will give Nvidia time to build their production back up. I don't know what their problems with production is. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But as far as I know, due to events that have happened in the past year, you know, they've had to slow down production. They've had to probably slow down a lot of things. Who knows? And I think they even stopped production at one point, but I could be wrong. But this is awesome. I think this is great. I just wanted to talk about it because I believe it's awesome. And honestly, I believe that this is something that's really been needed. Obviously, there are specific miners made for crypto mining, but they're not graphics cards. They're like pre-built systems that are called ASIC miners. And they're awesome. They're awesome. Unfortunately, they do cost a lot. So essentially, to do the math, sorry, not to do the math, but to give you an example, there's a new ASIC miner coming out that costs about 20k, and it's going to mine around $200 to $300 a day, which, by the way, is awesome. Absolutely awesome. You're going to make your money back really quickly, considering it takes, on average, it takes 6 to 12 months to get your money back. On average, depending on what you get. Nowadays, it's looking more like 4 months to 6 months, honestly. But this is a great way to solve a problem that's been occurring recently, especially more recently since everything that's happened in the past year and how that's affected people's time and money. So, and they've been thinking, well, how do I get money? You know, I'm just staying at home, not earning any money. What do I do? And so they get invested into cryptocurrency, and some of them get invested into actually putting money into it that they have laying around, and then they get some reward back from it. Awesome. Obviously, mining is a good thing as well. You know, it's, you know, you're basically just being like, I have this gaming computer, I could game for ages, but I'm not doing anything in my spare time, in my downtime, so I might as well just click a button and just start mining and earn a little bit of money, you know. It's great. It's great. Yeah, in the past week, I've earned probably about $60 overall in the past week. Like, it doesn't sound like much, but to me, you know, that's a pretty decent amount of money just for the graphics cards that I have. I even bought 2 more graphics cards for this. Unfortunately, I probably shouldn't have gotten this one specifically. I can't put this one into my motherboard, so I'll have to actually build a proper rig for it. But if these graphics cards, these new, I'm going to call them mining cards, okay? If we get these mining cards, they're going to be sweet. Absolutely dope. And obviously everyone's going to love them. So, but I think I've rambled on about it enough. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm going to be doing a little bit more crypto stuff, mostly regarding mining. I'm doing mining. I've done some investments, you know. It's all part of my goal to increase my own wealth and my own income. And, you know, obviously I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm going to be sharing a little bit with you guys because I feel like that these kind of videos would be interesting. They're interesting for me, so I love watching them. But anyways, enough rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get a notification every time I upload. Yeah, and make sure you change it to, you need to set the bell to always notify me always. So keep that in mind as well. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be the Dark Souls video.